Welcome back, Retro Pez fans. It's June 21st, 1970. We're at the Azteca Stadium in Mexico City. It's time for the World Cup Final 1970. Brazil versus Italy. And this is brought to you courtesy of the wonderfully detailed Globo patch and Anthony James' incredible retro shaders. The links to those are in the description below. In the meantime, it marks the first time two former world champions have come face to face in a World Cup final. Both nations hold 2 world championships apiece. Today, one will become a 3-time world champion. Could it be a 3rd World Cup for Pele, one of the most successful footballers of the generation, winning his first world championship at the tender age of 17? We are underway, the World Cup final of 1970, Brazil versus Italy. And Carlos Alberto has been hassled by Riva. He runs in across to Boninsegna, is tipped over by Leao. Startling start for Brazil. That could have been a disaster. Giving away a goal like that out of thin air. Luckily, Leao was able to pluck it out of thin air too. The altitude here in Mexico City is going to be a test for both Brazil and Italy. Especially for the latter. Pele pings it wide. There's an instant response to the threat of the Azzurri. Mazzola forward to Boninsegna. Forces a stretch from Leao. It's a corner to Italy. Domagini sticking his neck out. Literally laying his head on the line here. He nearly gets decapitated by the Brazilian defender. Positive start for Italy now. They're running at Brazil. And De Sisti is cut up by Gerson. And there's going to be a free kick for the Italians. Brazil struggling to get out of their half. Pele finds Rivellino. Oh, it's a Rabona from Rivellino! And this is the Brazil the people have paid to see. The perfection from Pele on the volley. The flair of the Rabona from Rivellino. And an outstanding save. Mazzola. It's a goal! It's a loss for Leao. Nothing more he can do. That missile from Mazzola came in with quite some force, didn't it? It's the first goal of the first World Cup final of the decade. One of the greatest Italian players of all time, Sandro Mazzola, with a free kick that would make Baggio blush. The European champions reign in the World Cup final. First corner to Brazil, and Pele determined to drag the Seleção back into this immediately. He did manage 2 goals in the 1958 World Cup final in that 5-2 thrashing. Tossed out to Jairzinho. He nutmegs the defender. Jairzinho goes for glory all alone with the iconic afro, the cool sideburns. Pele to Jairzinho. Brazil finding that samba rhythm now. Tossed out. Oh, it clips the corner. Boninsegna over the top to Domagini. Everaldo being put through his paces. There's Domagini, finds Boninsegna. A huge second goal for the Italians against their heavy favourites Brazil. This is huge. The Azteca has come unglued here in Mexico City. You'd think no team would come close to the pace of Brazil. Well, Italy have just flashed before the Seleção's eyes. Here's Gerson generating the power. For the wind-up shot, it was rising as well. Goalkeeper's gloves didn't have much protection back then, so he certainly felt that one. Seconds ticking away in the first half. Rivellino to Pele. It's Jairzinho. Albertosi couldn't hold on. And Tostao has tipped it over the line. In these final 10 minutes, Brazil have hardly let Italy breathe. And Tostao knew where that ball was going. Jairzinho deserved a goal, but Albertosi will be tossing and turning in his sleep for allowing that through. It's half-time here in Mexico City. It's Brazil 1, Italy 2. And we are back. Italy have just 45 more minutes to hold on to win a third World Cup. Pele on the march. Here's Tostao. And Tostao is a direct hit on Albertosi. Gerson squeezes one off to Pele. Rivellino. Tostao has slipped it under Albertosi. And just 3 minutes shy of the restart, Brazil are all level with Italy. Well, the warning was there. Tostao with a false flag on Albertini as soon as we got underway. It appears it was nothing but a practice run for the eventual equaliser. And Jairzinho comes back on himself. Tostao. Not enough power in the header to concern Albertosi. Well then, and it's Tostao again. He has that whole Italian penalty area under siege. Riva. Oh, it's an explosion out of nowhere. Gigi Riva. Plenty of rounds left in the revolver for Italy. They certainly don't fear Brazil this afternoon here in Mexico. Brazil's neutrality lasted all but 9 minutes. Pele narrowly picks out Jairzinho. Wastes no timing helping it on to Tostao. And there was going to be a gamble from the near post. Here's Jairzinho again. And once again linking up with Tostao. It's getting closer and closer. Jairzinho, it's glanced wide. Just a few minutes left of this World Cup final. Rivellino with a header that drops slowly from the heavens. Almost catches Albertosi out. Had a few of these dipping attempts today. Brazilian corner. Headed away by Bergnic. And tossed out. Wastes no time on the volley. It's a goal. All square once again. And Tostao has the hat-trick in the World Cup final. Just as Jeff Hurst did 4 years ago. And it's a wicked, wicked deflection. The good intentions of Gianni Rivera come back to haunt him. 4 minutes to go of the World Cup final, and Brazil don't want to wait around to extra time. Here they come. It's Pele. It's through to Jairzinho. Oh no! It may well all be over. A landmark moment in the game for Brazil. They take the lead for the first time, and what a time to do so. That is the conventional samba football of the Seleção. A beautiful match-winning goal. A World Cup winning goal from Jairzinho punctuates a stunning hat-trick from Tostao. Despite the fury of the Italians and their own attack, they were always one step ahead of the Brazilians until the very end. Carlos Alberto, the captain, who scored an iconic goal of his own in the real World Cup final, will bring the trophy back to South America. Brazil are the world champions of 1970. I hope you enjoyed that. It's something a little different. Probably the oldest football fixture we've recreated on the channel so far. Would you like to see more? Shall we go to, say, Munich next in 1974? Let me know below. Don't forget to subscribe and thank you for watching.